We are in the heat of the political convention city playoffs, Democratic division. So let's take a closer look at the Democratic Party's final three.
Up first, Columbus, Ohio, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, the birthplace of Wendy's, and the world's most authentic recreation of Christopher Columbus's Santa Maria.
Next up, we have Michael Nutter's Philadelphia. Obviously, the cheesesteaks there are fantastic, and the Liberty Bell, while cracked, is still kind of nice. And of course, there's Chairman and CEO of Comcast, Brian L. Roberts.
And then finally, the hometown favorite, Brooklyn, USA. Home to fixed gear bicycles, artisanal pickles and whiskey, and ironing. All right, John, who is going to get the Democratic Convention? Who should get the Democratic Convention?
Well,
you can answer them in the other order. Who should get it? Who will get it?
Well, there's no doubt in my mind who should get it. And you know, as a proud resident of the 718, Brooklyn should get this convention, and all the things we just described up there are one reason why. Another reason is that New York has a great record of electing presidents. There have been four in the modern era, the post-war era: Jimmy Carter in '76, Jimmy Carter in '80, Bill Clinton in '92, George W. Bush in 2004. 3 out of 4 were victorious. I think that's a pretty good record. Plus, in Brooklyn, wide availability of both absinthe and opium, and as we said before, we can sleep in our own beds. I'm for Brooklyn.
All right,
but I'm slightly afraid that Philadelphia is going to get it, though.
Yeah. Look, I think that Columbus is a great city. Don't get me wrong. I love Ohio.
Oh, yeah, you love Ohio.
You Buckeyes. But I think based on the hotel room situation and the fundraising situation, I don't think they'll get it. The thing about Brooklyn is, New York has an army of a police force, but there is the complexity. I know you can get on the subway and get out there. I've read about that.
I believe you may have even done it on some occasions to get to the Barclays Center.
But I'm telling you, this notion of using the whole city and doing events in Manhattan, it's hard to get around. The bridges and tunnels, the subway, whatever. So I actually think if the Philadelphia plan logistically is good, and based on what I've read about it, it seems pretty good. Mayor Nutter's city's good. They had the 2004 convention. They did a great job. Great corporate work there, not just our friends at Comcast. I actually think Brooklyn should get it, but Philadelphia is going to get it.
Here's the thing we know. We know that putting it in a state to try to win the state is a fool's game. You want to put it in a place where you can put on a good television show. That's all that really matters. You got to have a lot of hotel rooms, a lot of infrastructure, so the media's happy, and you can put on a great big primetime show. Philadelphia and New York would both be good for that.
The fact is, you can shut down Philadelphia. They did it in 2004. They turned it basically into a police state. You cannot shut down Manhattan and Brooklyn. And when it was in Madison Square Garden and people could walk there, take the subways or pedicabs, great. But if you separate it by bridges and tunnels, huge problem.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to work. I hope it does, but I don't think it will.